Hello, everyone. We're going to be going in and we're going to be doing the pie today. So, yeah, what I planned thus far is to pretty much do like this lattice work, and then afterwards is where I'm going to add in the pieces of well, you'll see. It'll start to make more sense in a bit. Oops, where's my pencil? And I'm going to try to go in a little bit lighter, so that way it's not so difficult to cover up later. Let me just do an outer side for the crust. Hope everyone is having a good day. Oops. It's a little rough, a little too dark. And then so I think I'm gonna need to push the red over more here and here, and bring it down a little bit more. So, if I remember correctly, I believe that looks like it's it. So we'll probably hit that up as well, but mostly I'm going to focus on doing the crust. And let me just double check to make sure that this is recording. Yeah, we are all good. So for the colors, I'm feeling like using a little bit of brown, white, and possibly yellow. I think I'm going to go with a brighter yellow. Yellow, and oh wait, I should do the lattice first. Cause yeah, well, I might even just use like a brown, a lighter brown to do it. And because a pie really isn't like super duper straight, I don't think I really need to use this. At least I don't believe so. Hmm. Let's say one of the lattice starts here. I am going to use a ruler. Just because I like everything to be pretty precise. Um, and we'll say this is the width that we'll go with. So that way everything's pretty darn even. I won't try to go for too long today because I have class. Although I am waiting for the Zoom link. The Zoom link has not come through yet. And then here, I'll do another lattice. Having some troubles today because my bike is broken again. The dudes didn't really fix it. So yeah, the browns will go on here. Wait, that's gotta go more. And why am I doing it so dark? I need to do these lines a little lighter. And then maybe just like one more, maybe two more. Do these lines light. So that looks good. And then we'll do the underneath, or the whole deal underneath. Yeah, my bike is super broke. Really annoyed. Because I spend so much money on it, you know. Spend close to $800 on the bike itself. And then, you know, various parts. I don't know if it's in view right now, but a $100 bike basket so I could, you know, do grocery hauls or just carry stuff with me if I'm headed to the park. So yeah, it is quite the L. I'm sick of taking L's. Sometimes I wish I was just rich, so like stuff like this wouldn't get to me. You know, I'd be like, all right, you know what, I can just roll with the punches, get another. Money's not a big deal, but you know, it's something that the rich will never quite understand. Is like shit like this really like sets us back, you know. You know, the whole deal of like let them eat cake, or you know, just get a second job or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, what's your job exactly? You know, what do you contribute? The rich don't contribute nothing. And somehow they get all the money. They're allowed to have all the riches. The rest of us, we have to deal with, you know, tons and tons and tons and tons of different. Oh, wait. Yeah. Sorry. Just trying to focus a little. This will carry down here, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm kind of annoyed. Some of the ink, I mean not ink, the pencil marking is getting in the way. There we go. So the red areas will be interlaced. So I know what color I'm doing where. Oops. Yeah, that's I am labeling real quick. Browns. So that way everything's colored properly. Okay. Yeah, one thing I'm kind of learning is I really need to be lighter if I'm using pencil, because it smears and shows up within the color. See, I think I'm going to go over firstly with the lightened down brown, and then I'll darken it up a little bit to do the crust. And maybe some shadows. I'm not really good at doing like shadows and stuff. But, you know, I'll give it a shot here. So, yeah, I think I've decided I'm going to use raw sienna, and I'm going to use a little bit of white. Because I think, honestly, brown is one of my favorite colors. It's kind of a pretty color. Whoa! I didn't know I had that much paint. That paint was stuck. This paintbrush is a little crusty. Here, take a look. I didn't realize I had that much paint left in there. That's why I bought this big old thing, because I thought I had 0 paint left. But I'll save that white. I mean, I'll try to scrape off some of it so it all doesn't get mixed in. Maybe all that white was good. So I'm trying to get the color to match up fairly well. If you guys are painting along or enjoying the process, like, comment, and subscribe. The obligatory YouTube spiel. Um, yeah, this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, maybe all that white was necessary. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in. Um, I think it'll show up fairly well with the crisscross. So I'm just gonna try to get the center, and then I'll go with a smaller brush. And try to make it as straight as possible. Even in the picture, it's not super straight, but try to make it as straight as possible. There. So I know all the areas to go over with. There we go. That's awesome. Oh yeah. It's a good color. Alright, and then with the smaller brush, maybe this one will work. It's a little crusty too. Now I know I went in with uncolored, washed out all my paintbrushes. Goodness. This one's not too bad. What you wondering about, Kodak? Mm. Hmm. Again, I wish this chair would go lower. Hopefully I have enough paint. Where should I go? I'm kind of going all over. Not really focusing on any area. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need more paint. Alright, so let me flip on the cooler because it's hot. Get some more paint on there. Fill up the dog's water a little bit. while I finish up, one thing that's kind of been grinding my gears a little bit is people are still on like this millennial trend of like, oh, millennials did this and Gen Z doesn't fucking respect what we put down. We walk so they could run. It's like, who the fuck cares, Brody? And that's true with every generation. Newsflash, we all wouldn't be here, hence we didn't if we didn't have the group of people before us. I don't know, it's just so like cringe. They're like, oh, Gen Z says this is cringe-o. Well, guess what, dog? Like, it's finna happen one way or another. But you know, shit always makes its way back. Like, people will ironically say groovy or far out, bruh. You don't hear people saying that unless they're like trying to be like cringe themselves. So like the idea of like yellow is cringe. It's always been cringe. Or like on fleek or like slay. That shit's always been fucking cringe, dude. I thought we were all just saying it because it was like ironically, you know. Like people be dying on the wrong crosses. It's like obviously we're all not going to have our youth. And then Gen Z is going to face the same scrutiny when Generation Alpha thinks that whatever is cringe. And then they'll face it, you know? People are going to say Skippity Toilet is fucking lame or um, on Sigma or what the Sigma or Mew. I don't know. It's like obviously it's coming from a place of fearing of aging. And in Western culture, we put so much of an emphasis on looking young and being youthful. But then at the same time, most of us really only spend our lives doing like menial fucking things with our youth. Like obviously school is very important, even though it like drains us emotionally and financially. But aside from that, all we have to look forward to is working 40 hours a fucking week. So like obviously, yeah, that's the hard part about growing up is having to do work for the rest of our small yet long lives, you know what I'm saying? Like life is short, but at the same time it's very long. Like this time 1,000 years ago, I'm sure they were working. And this time 1,000 years from now, granted that the earth doesn't burn up, guess what humans are going to be doing? They'll be working. It's partly why I'm trying to learn guitar and practice painting because once I'm gone, there's not much going to be else, or not much remnants of me when I pass. God, I hope I put enough paint on here. I feel like I'm using so much, yet so little. So yeah, just something I thought I'd bring up. Okay, I believe this is enough paint. Just enough. It's looking okay right now. I'm definitely going to go in with some detail. Most of the detail is going to stem from the larger pieces on top of here. Gosh. Mm. Alright, let's just go over everything. Make sure it's all filled in. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, I bet that's all I really have for today. Um, just some small areas left with some touch-ups, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it, dude. Yep. I'm just gonna have a little. Because of right here, looks like it doesn't fill in completely, so I'm gonna add that in real quick. For a little continuity. Well, that's it, dudes. I'm gonna go wash this up, and then we'll continue next time. See ya.